wrestling fans. My name is Brian Crazy. You're watching my brand, that from Brand of Wrestling, and entertainment here on YouTube.com and the World Wide Web. Since 2010, providing you with the wrestling news, reviews, rumors, insight that you've grown accustomed to. And I am back with my review for WWE Main Event for November 28th, 2012. This was the 9th episode of WWE Main Event to air on Ion Television since the show made its debut back on October 3rd. And the main event for tonight featured Damien Sandow versus John Cena. Damien Sandow cut a promo prior to the match, and then these two engaged in a classic wrestling match. I mean, they really told a story. And I think that's one thing that's really being lost in this day and age. The wrestlers are so worried about every choreographed maneuver, they're no longer telling the stories in the ring like the wrestlers that we grew up with, at least guys that are my age and a little bit older, grew up with, the Hogans and the Flairs and the Savages. I mean, these guys had, well, maybe the exception of Hulk Hogan, no, all jokes aside, but these guys had great wrestling ability, great charisma, great presence, they had everything. They had it all. They may not been the technical superstars that we're seeing in the 2000s, but they told a story in the ring, and I really feel like that storytelling in the ring is one of the things that's being lost. I think that's one of the things that wrestling fans are becoming disenchanted with, is they like the storytelling in the ring. Like Stone Cold Steve Austin, after he broke his neck, was he the technical wrestler that he once was? No. But did he tell a hell of a story in the ring? He may have been limited, but you never saw that. You never thought, oh, Stone Cold's only doing the Fez press and a few other maneuvers. No, you're like, my God, Stone Cold is the man. We love his character, and we love the story he's telling us. We could watch this guy go at it with The Rock for 45 minutes because these two are just telling us an incredible story. And that's what the match tonight did. Both matches tonight, but particularly the first match of the night. Damien Sandow versus John Cena did not disappoint. And it just proves what I've been saying all along, that Damien Sandow is going to be a top guy in this company. Watch and see. Triple H is high on this guy. He was trained by the same gentleman that trained Triple H, the late, great Killer Kowalski. And I cannot wait to see what's going to happen with Damien Sandow. I was really afraid that they were going to actually drop the ball on him. Once his tag team partner Cody Rhodes was injured, I was afraid Sandow was just going to kind of sit on the sidelines until Cody Rhodes came back. But Cody Rhodes being sidelined has allowed Damien Sandow to resume the singles push, and that's what they're doing. And I'm really glad to see it, and it was a great match. John Cena did pick up the win via STF. A lot of back and forth action, false finishes. They were spooling outside the ring. Like I said, just really telling a story, and it was a match I really enjoyed to watch. Then about the 8:40 mark, I would say, we get Antonio Cesaro versus Ryder, and I really liked how they managed time tonight. They didn't do too much of the pre-match interviews or post-match interviews. They really got right to the match, gave us a great wrestling match, and moved on to the next one. So instead of getting, 50 minutes on the first match, of course with the commercial segments and everything included, and only 10 minutes on the second match, we got 40-20, which was a nice balance. Now, the second match of the night featured the current United States champion, Antonio Cesaro. He squared off against Ryder. You can tell Antonio Cesaro is still injured. He's still got his wrist and his hand taped up. And he is one tough son of a gun. From what I've heard, he's either got pulled tendons in his hand or broken bones in his hand. And he's still going out there and giving it his all. And that's what you have to do. When you reach that top spot, you're not willing to give it up for anybody. So you'll go out there injured. Now, I hope he doesn't cause any damage to himself by doing this. But if, he's taking the proper precautions and he can comfortably do this without a high pain level, then it makes perfect sense to me. I would do the same thing if I was lacing up his boots. Now, they had a great match. Antonio Cesaro was successful, picked up the win over Ryder, and Antonio Cesaro just cemented why he's one of the great young up-and-coming talents in the WWE today. I mean, the future of the WWE, we have CM Punk for a few more years. We have Antonio Cesaro. We have Daniel Bryan. They just brought up Ambrose. They just brought up Rollins. Roman Reigns is a member of the legendary Samoan wrestling family. His brother is Rosie. His cousins are Yokozuna. His father is one of the Wild Samoans. If you don't know about this guy, he's going to be an incredible breakout talent. Chris Hero is going to be coming up soon. Then you have the whole roster that's already there that they haven't even. These guys are still young and they can do so much with them. I'm talking about the Zigglers. There's just so many guys. So I really feel like the future of the WWE is going to be very bright, and this match showcased that. Now, post-match, Antonio Cesaro cuts a promo, talks about how he is the greatest champion in all of WWE, and the current Intercontinental Champion Kofi Kingston takes exception to this. He comes out onto the stage, and he challenges Antonio Cesaro to a match next week on WWE Main Event. So your main event for next week will be Cesaro versus Kingston, and I would assume a non-title confrontation. Now, I want to know your guys' thoughts. I want to know your guys' opinions. Drop them below. What did you think of WWE main event tonight? I sure did enjoy it, and now I want to hear your feedback. For the F and brand of wrestling and entertainment here on YouTube.com, my name is Brian Crazy. Have a great night and a safe early morning commute.